Hey, Bolts family. Here's a question. Are the Chargers cursed? Come on, man. Amari Hampton goes down. No wonder we lost that game. So I live in the Philippines and I have this app that I'm able to watch on my TV so I can watch all the games. And I usually watch a 40-minute version, right? The 40-minute version just shows the plays. And not only that, but I fast forward in between the plays so I just watch the action. So I don't really know what's happening. I didn't even know he was hurt because I didn't get to hear any of the talking or anything. And when bad things happen, what I like about fast forward is when the other team's doing well, I just fast forward it. They're going to score. Yep, they scored. I don't have to watch it because my heart can't handle all this trauma that the Chargers seem to give us. But their best running back goes down. The only good running back they have because the other one got hurt. Najee Harris got hurt a couple weeks ago, and he's out for the season. And he'd never been injured before his whole season. I forgot how many years he'd been playing. He's been playing many years. Never been injured before. Never missed a game. Oh, instead of what's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? He's in Denver now. Just a second. I gotta think of it. Just a second. J.K. Dobbins. So instead of J.K. Dobbins, right, because he got hurt last year, right when we needed him, he was having a pretty good year. Look, because we didn't have a great O line last year. It's worse right now. But so he got hurt and he missed a few games, and it was. And so we said, you know what, this guy's always getting hurt. We'll move on. We'll go get Najee Harris because he never gets hurt. And he gets hurt. So we lost our two of the best tackles, blockers. If you don't know the word tackle, they're on the outside, the blind side. We lost two of our best tackles right now, right? Our two best running backs are out, right? Our best pass rushers out, huh? How can you win a football game with all that? Oh, okay. So yeah, speaking of the game, real quick, yeah, they made a lot of mistakes, right? Bad coaching. You don't make mistakes like that with that. But on the other side, if your pressure is constantly being walked, every time, what am I? It's okay. Like you see him make those great plays. Like I remember, I forgot what it was against Denver, maybe Kansas City, where I think it was Denver. I'm not sure. I think it was the Raiders, maybe. Anyway, that one play where he's running and the guy jumps up in front of him and then he goes and then as the guy's getting ready to slap his face, he throws a touchdown. You can do that once in a while, but if every single play, no, you can't do that every single play. You know, it's kind of funny. Now they're ready to throw him out. Oh yeah, we told you Herbert sucked. Those same guys. I don't trust. I don't watch those guys. ESPN and all those guys, all the guys on YouTube that have all these. Well, he's no good. And then for 3 weeks he was really good. Oh, you know what? He's the best. He's probably MVP. And then now he's disgusting. Well, he's not disgusting. He's still really good, but he needs a couple seconds. Just give the man 3 seconds and he will work wonders. But two, not gonna happen. So we lost our O line decimated, and then the backups got injured. So I don't even know who was out there. Like I say, I didn't get to watch. So are we cursed? Well, as a Christian, I don't really believe in curses like that. But it sure is some bad luck, man. How do you lose all your best players and still win? They can say all they want, and it's kind of funny. The talking heads and all those people in the sport, they don't really know what's going on in the Chargers. They just know what they see, and they go, "Well, there it is. Look how bad they are. Look how," and let me just say this: that was not roughing the passer. So here's my maybe I'm wrong in my understanding. I've been watching football since 1967, so maybe I don't know anything. But my understanding of roughing the passer is when you purposely jump on the I'm roughing the kicker. I'm sorry, I'd say roughing the passer. Hello, that says sometimers of mine. So roughing the kicker is when you actually jump on the kicker. In other words, you purposely go for the kicker. And if you watch that play, he was going for the ball and he slid into it. He actually goes down to the ball. He didn't go for his leg. He went down to the ball. Right? I don't care what the announcer says. Well, obviously that was a good call. Sometimes you wonder, don't you, if the NFL has a deal with the announcers not to talk smack about the calls. I noticed that what's his name, Troy Aikman doesn't care. He says whatever he believes. But some of the other guys, well, that was probably a good call. It was a terrible call. It took a touchdown away from us. And then Johnston, QJ, gets a pass down there. Oh, we're gonna score, and then he fumbles it. So I like QJ, but I don't know what's going on. So there's a guy, Dave Palais. He's got Bolts crew on YouTube that I watch sometimes. But he's such a little bee. He's always complaining and whining, but he doesn't like you, Jay, because here's what he says, and it may be true. He says he doesn't like contact. And whenever there's contact, you notice he screws up. Well, he got contacted and he coughed up the ball. Again, there's another point. So there's two touchdowns off the board, right? So we easily could have won that game. And then all the penalties and all this other stuff that's going on. Just ridiculous. But so are they cursed? I don't know. I don't know if they're cursed. I don't know what they're going to do about running back now because Kamani Valdell's not that good, and the other guys they're not that good. We don't have anybody anymore. Nobody. What are we going to do? We'll see. They'll be back. They'll be back 4 or 5 weeks. That they'll all be back. So what's our record going to be then? Is it going to be 3-8, 3-9, 3-10? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But it's pretty sad right now, and it's pretty scary. But here's what I say: Charger fan, win, lose or die, Charger fan till the day I die. I'll just be real short, and then we're done. So here's what I got to say about moving forward. My father and I, we're diehard Charger fans, and so are you. Most anybody's watching this, the three of you. So we love the Chargers, no matter if they win, lose, or we're always hopeful that they're going to win, and we always think they're going to win, and we're always positive. So I can't even watch my vloggers now, my whatever they are, content creators, because they're going to just complain, and that's fine. They're not wrong. I'm just not going to watch it because I can't deal with a bunch of negativity. That's why I don't watch the news too much, because I can't handle it. So here's what I say: this thing about bolt up and bolt the f up and bolt up, and but that's all like the last 10 years or so. We never used to say that as Charger fans. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I call it Bolts Family, don't I? It's called Bolts Family Fantasy Football, the league that I have. So I don't have a problem calling it the Bolts. But let me tell you something about the Chargers. Let's go some old school on you real quick. So back in the day, they used to have a white horse was their mascot. They used to have a guy named Charlie Charger. We won't talk about that now. If you don't know who he is, he was a guy that used to dress up like a Charger, a little guy. He'd jump around like a mascot, and they called him Charlie Charger. It didn't last very long. And we had the chicken for a while, too, the San Diego chicken. But let's get real. Back in the day, they had this horse. The reason it was called a charger is because the knights used to ride in a charger. You know where they do that thing with the lance, where they're riding their horse and they bam into each other and get So they had a big white powerful horse called a charger, and that's why you see it on the old logos. I have one around here somewhere. The old logos of it says Chargers, and then it's got that shield and it's got the horse on it because the horse is called a charger. And let me tell you something. There's a little cheer that we used to use, and they still use it. You hear and you hear the trumpet go da 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 da, and they still do it. And back in the day when I was a kid, when I used to go to the Charger games with my dad, starting in 1967, they used to have a guy in the field with a trumpet. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, he was on the field with a trumpet, and every now and then he'd just come out like when the Chargers are trying to move the football, da 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 da, and everybody would yell charge. Now some people would yell go. Let me tell you something. Go is not the way because we're not called the goers. We're called the Chargers. So go is not the way. That we didn't invent that da 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 go. A lot of teams in the '60s used that. Baseball, different sports, they use the da 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 go, and they'd be like, yeah. And then the Chargers took it and then called it charge because we're the Chargers. And what is charge? Charge means go. Bolt up. What does that mean? Put a bolt on and put it up. What is it? But charge has more meaning to me. I'm an old guy. So when I think charge, I think, when you're fighting a battle, you go, okay, go charge. So here's how it goes. And every time I hear it, even when I'm watching on TV, and by the way, the app I watch on TV, I always watch it delayed. I'm not going to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and watch a football game, guys. So I watch it on my app. And my wife says, why are you yelling? It's not even live. I go, but it doesn't matter. I'm here and I'm a Charger fan. So here's it. We'll just close with this little charge for you. And here's it goes like this. And this is what I do. So win, lose, or even if they don't win another game this year, I'm still a Charger and I'm still charging. And every time I hear this, here's what I'm going to do. It goes, da 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 da, charge! Ta ta, guys.